Hey guys, so this is gonna be my first video, so please bear with me because it might be a little awkward. I can sometimes be an awkward person anyways, but it's gonna be super simple, just kind of throwing together the veggies that I have left over that I haven't used already from my basket that I got last Wednesday. So I've cut up some green beans and my banana pepper, and I've rinsed off my little cherry tomatoes that I have from them. And the only thing I waited to cut is this patty pan because I've never used patty pan before, and to be 100% honest, I had never heard of it until recently. So I figured it might be something interesting for y'all to see. I've kind of looked it up online. I think you just cut it like a regular squash, and anybody who's been watching my or looking at my Instagram for a while knows that I love all kinds of squash. So I'm interested to see if this is going to taste any different than kind of your typical like yellow squash or zucchini. And like I said, I'm just going to make kind of like a little hodgepodge of veggies in the pan. And then I have some ground turkey that I'm just going to throw in a pan as well. And I'm going to make some quinoa, and I'm just going to put like everything together. So nothing fancy, but should be nice and healthy. So yeah, this is what it's looking like on the inside. Just kind of cut the top off and cut a couple of spots off. I'm like, I don't know, I'm real weird about spots on my produce. I'm just weird about a lot of stuff. I got really bad food poisoning a couple years ago, and ever since then, like, I'm just super, super particular and picky about my food in general. But yeah, so I just got home from working 9 to 6. So I'm not really trying to do anything too crazy, but I definitely want to keep it healthy and keep it fresh and still, you know, make it enjoyable because, let's be honest, I love food. So I have no idea if this is how normal people do this, but it's working for me right now, so we'll see. This just looks like a lot of seeds right here, so I might just leave that one little piece out. I'm cutting it pretty thin because I know squash can sometimes take a hot second to cook through, so I don't want to be cooking forever. I might just go ahead and leave the pieces like that. Alright, so I don't have any special type of filming equipment. It's just on my iPhone, so please excuse the transition. Oh wait, I have another one. JK. Alright, so same thing. And if you like Google patty pan squash, you can actually do a ton of things. Like I saw recipes for soups, and I saw people stuffing them. Like I said, I'm just not really trying to do anything fancy. Once again, just kind of throwing together everything I have left over, and hopefully it'll all taste good together. For real, this time. Okay, so let's see if we can perch this so you can kind of see everything. So yeah, I just kind of place everything in little containers because I'm not fancy enough to have like actual like little ceramic ones to kind of throw them in. But we're gonna make it work. Alright. Maybe that'll work. Lighting's a little off, but whatever. Alright, so I'm going to put my stovetop, kind of like medium high. I like to cook with cooking sprays when I can, just because it helps cut down on the amount that actually goes in the pan. And if you're like me and you're trying to watch your calories, every calorie counts, and it kills me watching these videos where people like have these heavy-handed pours of even something like olive oil. Like 1 tablespoon of olive oil is 200 calories. So if you do a heavy-handed pour, you're pouring like my entire day's worth of calories into your veggies. So I ain't trying to be about that. And yeah, so I don't really have a certain system that I use when I'm cooking. Like, I kind of just throw everything together for the most part, like especially veggies like this, and cross my fingers and hope for the best. But if you're using quality produce that's super fresh, the taste is going to be better, and your overall food quality is going to be better when everything's said and done. So this is going to take a second to get warm. I'm just going to kind of clear this out. So I'm also going to be making some quinoa. It's been a hot minute since I made quinoa, to be honest. Just because I feel like I had it for a really long time. And then, let me see if I can't move this so the lighting's not so janky. Let's move it to the side. What can we put you on? And I won't have to move around. Or you can still see everything. Maybe like that. Maybe. There we go. How about that? And I'll switch this around like that. Okay. So, I'm going to make some quinoa as well. And I'm going to use some chicken stock, low sodium chicken stock, with my quinoa because I think it's going to make it taste a little bit better. And like I said, I haven't made it in a while, so if it turns out really bad, we'll just scratch that I did and you can just use water. Typically, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. And I think I'm going to do 1 cup water and 1 cup chicken stock, just so that it's not all chicken stock. Alright, I'm going to let that come up to a nice little boil, and then I'm going to add a cup of my quinoa in. This is starting to get hot over here. You can hear it kind of crackling. I'm going to put a tiny bit of salt on it. And a tiny bit of pepper. I don't like a lot of salt in any of my food. Just personal preference, but I do like pepper, so I'll put a good amount in there. Put this in the fridge. There we go. And just ordered a new pot and pan set. I'm super excited about it because I don't have the tops to hardly anything anymore. Super inconvenient. I do like the real classy thing and just typically throw like a cookie sheet or something over this until I get my new set in, so don't mind me because that's probably what I'm going to do in a minute, just to let it get cooking through a little bit. I'll lower it just a tad. I don't want it to burn the bottom. And if I had larger burners and another big pan, I could theoretically start cooking my turkey meat, but I don't, so it's just gonna have to cook the veggies first, get the quinoa going, and then the turkey shouldn't take too long. It's honestly, I just go to Costco and get like the 4-pack of lean ground turkey meat and then cut them into individual packs, because once they freeze it's really hard to cut without ripping, and then I just take them out as needed. So real fancy up in here because we are on a budget, but it works. I really don't turn my vent fan on because I don't think y'all are going to be able to hear me. But this is starting to heat up over here as well, you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out my quinoa. Just measure it straight over the pot so if any spills, it'll just go in there. Quinoa is a great choice just because it's got a lot of protein in it, like more so than rice does. And you can pretty much use it anywhere you might use rice. Everybody who follows me knows I use cauliflower rice most of the time, but I'm excited to add something new to the mix again. Like I said, it's been a hot minute. Make sure that my veggies aren't like completely burning. Nope. Give this a stir. I'm just gonna let that continue to cook kind of high for just a minute. And then I'm going to bring it down to a simmer and cover it. Kind of just cook it the same way that you would cook rice. I'm going to grab some lemon juice. If you have fresh lemons, good for you. And you can totally use that. But I don't, so I'm just going to use some lemon juice from the fridge. Throw a little bit of that with the veggies, kind of help break the flavors down. Alright, so I'm going to lower the heat on this quinoa because it's like, it's going strong. And I'm going to cover it. Alright, so I'm going to let that start cooking. These veggies are going to continue to cook down. Like I said, they're still on medium. Every oven is, or stovetop is different. So this is just your basic. It's on about a 6 if y'all have one of these, but like I said, everyone kind of differs. I'm going to try and be better about measuring stuff, but at least y'all can kind of see my pores, because I'm really bad at measuring anything when I cook. Coming along, coming along. Put this lemon juice back. Also looking in the fridge to see what I have. Some mustard. So I'm real weird about stuff. This expiration isn't until July, but I'm kind of looking at like, I don't know about you. I'm gonna see what other mustard I have in there first. just use this classic Dijon anyway, because sometimes with the coarser grains, like you'll just get like a huge chunk of it. Should be a little bit more even throughout. Put this back. Take some garlic out too. Once again, I love to have some fresh garlic just hanging around right now, but I don't have any for the moment being. And also it can be a real pain in the butt to cut, although this jar is like incredibly hard to open. Don't mind me. Just wrestling with a garlic jar. Oh my god, I might have to wait for Lucas to come home to open that. Alright, just make sure this isn't sticking to the bottom or anything. It's not. It's really best just to let it sit, like, much like rice, but I never let my rice just sit either. I'm always in there seeing what's going on. Alright, so everything's starting to get a little tender in here. Go up to a little peek. I keep it up and have all that condensation coming back down from a excellent little sheet pan cover. But yeah, the squash is cooking nicely. Give it a little pat, 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 tap, tap, tap. Kind of make sure that it's getting tender. I'm going to wait till it's pretty much cooked to throw that mustard in, because I don't want it to potentially burn. Alright. And like I said, theoretically you could have your meat going right now too, but if y'all can see my stovetop, there's just like not a lot of area. There's like only 2 semi-big burners. These are like real little, so just don't want to try and make that happen, because it's just setting myself up for failure. Yeah, but anyways, hopefully make some more interesting meals for you. But to be honest, half my meals, or most of my meals, are gonna be more basic. I'll probably throw out like my most interesting meal of the week on the gram and make it look real cool. But at the end of the day, as long as it tastes good and it's meeting my eating goals, which means that it's giving me nutrition and keeping my calories down, then I'm happy about it. It's eating healthy doesn't have to be miserable. You don't have to eat the same thing every day. And actually, if you eat the same thing for a really long time, you can build intolerances to certain foods. And I don't want to build intolerances to foods that I like spinach and chicken and all of that. So it's good to experiment and try new things, but still, once again, stay within your eating goals. Which, for those of you who see what I post, a lot of times I have different things for Lucas. Tonight I think he's more just going to have a lot more of probably that couscous and then the meat. If I had cheese, I have some Swiss cheese. Maybe I'll put some Swiss cheese on his too. I'll see how he feels about that, just to give him some more calories. Cooking nicely. He really doesn't like string beans either, but he's gonna eat these, so Life's tough. We'll see what he says about them. The only time he ever really eats string beans is when I put them in a casserole with cheese and cream and all that good stuff. I probably fuss with my veggies like too much too, like, or just things in general on the stove. I think you're supposed to kind of let things sit, but I'm always kind of poking around and nosing around. Taylor, what are you doing? Can you lay down? Can you lay down? That's a good boy. I don't know if you can see, he's got like a little bed right here in the kitchen. You like to see your eyes, don't you, baby? Just in case I drop anything. Peanut crew's on deck. Alright. These are pretty much cooked. About as done as I like them. I'm gonna go ahead and reduce that. Put a little bit of mustard in this, so y'all can see. Alright. So I don't know how much you would call that. I'm gonna call it 2.5 tablespoons. That's what I'm gonna call it. Now I'm just gonna kind of mix this up together. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this all the way off. And then I'm actually gonna put these in a bowl and set them aside. And then I'm gonna cook my ground turkey in this same pan. And it's okay if there's a little bit of mustard on the pan for the ground turkey. We're just gonna make it work. And then I think the most important thing is to kind of taste as you go. Especially for people like me who don't really follow recipes and don't do a whole lot of measuring. That's always my kind of test. It's good. Yeah, patty pan just tastes like normal squash. Throw this in a little bowl. I think Lucas is about to walk through the door so you can hear Caleb bark. Can you open this garlic for me, please?
What's that?
Can you open the garlic for me, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, it's good.
I think they're all dirty. Thank you. Alright, so pan is sprayed down again. Turn the burner back on. Put my meat in. I can open it.
Open your plate, baby.
Yes, please.
Would you like to have the wet wine in this or your regular cup?
No, that's it. That's all I want.
I hope you like it. They said it was, I went to the liquor store.
Okay.
Liquor store, they have a lot, just like liquor and wine.
Awesome.
It's really good. Their top seller.
Drinking wine is sometimes my favorite part of cooking. It's like a reward for making my meal. Let me turn this up a little bit. Did you give me a, yeah, you did give me a spoon. It's actually fine, I have a fork.
Okay.
What about, we really like garlic, so I'm gonna put a ton of garlic in here. Another one. I'm gonna call that a good, another probably 2 to 3 tablespoons. That's really good. Really, really good. Alright, I'm gonna check on this quinoa. It's been a hot minute. It's actually done. So I'm just gonna fluff it up, turn this off. Oh, nice and puffy. I'm gonna taste it too. Pretty plain. Lucas will definitely want to salt his. But I'm gonna leave it for myself. I'll move this out the way for you so you don't have to look at it the whole time. Garlic in there, a little pepper. Once again, we both really like pepper, so I always put a ton in. And break it all up. And then I'm going to put a little bit of red wine vinegar in here. I'm going to grab some Worcestershire sauce. A little bit of this in here as well. Check that label too. Out just in case I need any more. And then throw a tiny bit of Montreal steak seasoning in here. Even though it's turkey, I like the way it makes it taste. Alright. Turn this up a little bit too. I want to make sure this gets all the way cooked through. I was going to make some type of meatloaf or even like a little turkey burger type thing, but to be honest, doing it in a pan like this is a lot easier. Like I said, I just worked all day. Woke up at 4:30, went to the gym, went to work. So I'm really not trying to do all that. peanut gallery is real quiet back there. Do you want to taste the veg, babe? Do you want to taste the veggies and just tell me if you think they need anything? They're just in this bowl over here.
Delicious, baby. Yeah.
Even the green beans?
Even the green beans.
This is pretty well broken up. So now, just a matter of letting it cook. Like I said, I think I fuss with my food too much. Like, stirring it and kind of doing all this. But it's just how I like to do things. So I'm going to turn that up a little bit more. That's pretty much all the way up. Just to kind of let it burn off some of this liquid. And then once it's cooked pretty good, I'll do a little taste test and just add anything if necessary. A few more minutes. Oh, I've got some tomatoes too. I'll throw them in here. Just got a handful of these little babies left. They don't need to be cooked for too long. Looks like a little bit of onion tops. Don't really do too much. I always try and add as many colors into my meals as possible. All the different colors need all the different nutrients. Let that keep cooking and I'll put some stuff away. This makes cleanup at the end a lot easier. We'll leave the pepper out and leave the salt out because, like I said, Lucas will probably want some more for his quinoa and everything. He just likes things a lot saltier than I am. I'm salty enough already. And I also use this like giant thing of pink Himalayan salt, and he only likes rock sea salt, for the record. Alright, so this is looking about done as far as there's no more pink left. The turkey is looking nice and cooked through. Like I said, there's still a little bit more liquid than I like, so I'm just going to let it keep going. I'll cook turkey meat and chicken just about to death. Chicken at least, you know. You still want it to be kind of juicy, but I always choose to cook something to death if I'm questionable on it. So I'm not trying to get salmonella and I'm not trying to get food poisoning. Learned my lesson. We'll lower that a little bit though. A little tea stuff, see if we need to add anything. About to give myself a facial standing over all this steam. Actually pretty good. I think I'm gonna leave that as is. And I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna let it sit here on the stove a little bit longer. But yeah, that's it. About, what is that? A little over 30 minutes for a meal. Just gotta plate it now and do the quinoa, then the meat, and then the veggies on top. And you can check for just the regular picture post, which will probably be out before this video hits. Thank y'all.